at my artful adventures. Welcome to Crafting in the Kitchen. It has taken a whole team in the last 5 minutes to get ready for this because I had some issues with getting on Facebook and whatnot. Okay, so hang on, I'm gonna bring up some comments here in a place I can see them without the light shining in my face. But they did tell me that it wasn't the Olympics and I probably wasn't going to get scored. So just, you know, just calm down. So there you have it. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right. Phew. So I hope I'm where I need to be here. And if anybody is ready to share me into the group, you have to share me from a personal page because I'm one of the lucky pages now that Facebook just won't, you know, send my... it marks it as I don't really want anybody sharing, which isn't true. So there you have it. Today, it's just been so fun watching everybody and all of their fun things that they are making today. And hang on, I'm gonna move my thing over here. I cannot see. I must have this different than I did last time. Okay, now I can see. All right. Hey, Rhonda, Sue, hey, Angie. Oh my goodness, hi, Carol. You can go through that way. Now I've got to direct traffic, it seems like, from my kitchen. So, you know, there's never any telling what crafters in their kitchen may be doing, right? So that would be one of those days. So today I am going to be making a mocktail, which you could easily turn into a cocktail. That's just, you know, an easy thing, another step that could be easy to do. Hi, Martha, Cheryl, Carol. Hey, Dina, how are you doing? So what we're going to do first is we're going to start and we're going to make some simple syrup. Now, simple syrup, oh, and you guys, I ended up with not enough sugar for my recipe. I don't use a lot of sugar here. Now, I did some research and I found out that you can easily make this to where it is, you know, if you're not supposed to be using sugar or anything, there are things that you can use. So all of the sugar substitutes and the more natural things, of all the things that there are, the many options, one of the things that I read was, and this was like from a place that does cocktails and, you know, alcoholic beverages and things like that. They have done some research and they had them ranked in order of what tasted best. Monk fruit, 2 kinds of monk fruit were lowest on their scale. And the thing that they liked the best was xylitol. Is that what it's called? Oh my gosh, I should have written it down. I think it's xylitol. And that one they said tasted the best. It had the best overall, you know, feel like, you know, a true simple syrup made with sugar and water. But we're gonna make the real thing today. I couldn't find any of that. And so what you wanna do is you use equal parts of water and sugar. It should be like a cup of water and a cup of sugar. And I've only got half that much. So I've got half a cup of water and then half a cup of sugar. And so we are just going to get this started. And luckily, you know, I haven't used this before, and now I'm blinded by the light. So all you do is you just mix that up and then dissolve it. And then as soon as it dissolves, and I think it should take, I think I read about 5 minutes is what it should normally take for that. Okay, while that is starting to heat up, let me pop back over here. See who else has popped in. Hey, Susan. Hey, Deborah. Sharon, Rula, Sonia. All of the friends are popping in. Sharon's here. Delia. Hey, Justin. Betty. Lynn. Della. Elaine. Let's see. I think another one popped on and then I couldn't see it anymore. I wish I could see over here and I just can't with that bright light there. I've got one of those ring lights and it's just too bright right there. Whoops, I think that got turned down. So it really doesn't take too long to heat up your simple syrup. But you know, while that is working on that, You know what? I should have gotten another bowl too. Let me think about this. I should have gotten another little bowl. Let me grab one other little bowl over here, you guys, so I can squeeze in the limes. So we'll need, nice. Okay, not as bad as it sounds. Not as bad as it sounds. I have a couple things here I need to make sure I don't have right in the way of my, you know, if this will dissolve that quick, that'll be perfect. And as soon as this starts to dissolve, we are gonna throw in some basil. I forgot, I don't even know if I told you what we were making. I put it on the description, and now I think I've had to restart so many times to get ready for this. I don't think that part's there anymore. I was happy I was able to get in the description for Crafters in the Kitchen. But we're making a blueberry basil limeade. That's what we're making today. So I don't know how many of you guys like limeade. Do you like limes? Or do you like limes or lemons? Do you like just one or the other? So as soon as this, it's starting, I don't know if you can see. Can you see in there? I think you can, maybe. We hope that you could. We hope we had it focused. Oh, there I can see. And this is why I got out my laptop so I could see. You just got to be smart enough to look in it, right? Hey, Capri. Oh, yeah, right? Anything with some fruit. Okay, you guys, this is almost dissolved. It doesn't take long. So just kind of keep stirring around, and that'll help it kind of, you know, maneuver itself around and dissolve. I would have liked to have tried the xylitol so I could give you a better idea of the taste. But like I said, it had come from, that recommendation and that research was done by professionals. I'm not really a professional. So there's that. I can make stuff decent to eat and drink, but I'm not a professional. Okay, I think that is almost dissolved. So now, I like it. Now this same way, you could throw in, we're gonna put basil in here. You could easily put mint and make a mint simple syrup. I have a friend, oops, we're starting to boil. Let's turn that down. I have a friend who, she did that and made us some of the most delicious mojitos when we got together at a craft retreat a couple of years ago. Now this one's kind of wilty already, so I'm gonna throw that in. I'm gonna throw a couple of sprigs in here. And like I said, you would just kind of double this if you were going to make the whole batch. So far I've used a couple of sprigs of that and half a cup sugar and half a cup of water. So now we're just gonna simmer this. And let me see, oh my goodness, can I get that out of the way? I wonder if I really just need to, you know, I wonder if I need to just keep that simmering and hot, or if I actually can just turn it off at this point. That's a good question. Let me get this out of the way. Got some blueberries here. Let's move them, because we got to get busy on the limes. So to make half this recipe, it needs about 6 limes. So we're gonna juice about 6 limes. So I've got this oh shoot. You know what, we'll use this one for our garnish. One of the things, the easiest way to be able to make sure you've got some great juice in lemons or limes, either one, is to roll them really good. And just kind of, you're almost kind of crushing them up inside. Oh, Susan, does she really? She likes to do that? Well, it certainly is fresh, you know? It's fresh and you know what's in it. That's what I always say. I saw some at the store that was already done. I actually asked one place if they make a, you know, like a non-sugar simple syrup. And I guess they do, but they didn't have any. And you know, but the other thing is, even if you find it, what have they made it with? Because if they use something like they make in diet beverages, I don't think I would like that, because I don't really like that aftertaste in most diet beverages. Now I already washed these, so when I put them in my little squeezer thing, I don't care if the juice gets all over the outside or not, because I've already washed it off. Maybe I can find one of these that's a little bit, well, my goodness, 6 seems like a lot. When you're having to do this, here's some great exercise, right? Hi, Denise, how are you doing? Okay. So before me was oh gosh, well, let me, Crafting with Carrie, is that right? I wrote it down because I can't hardly think and talk today. Yes, Crafting with Carrie was up before me, and following me today is going to be Bev from Bev's Love and Whimsy. So it's always fun to see everybody in their kitchen and what they're doing. Cheryl, it is a workout. Oh my goodness. And we got a fun thing going on in the other room. My daughter found a thing and she wants me to put it under my desk. And it is a thing that, you know, you can just sit. It's kind of like a bicycle, but it does it itself. And so you're getting some exercise for your feet and your legs. And so she found me that, and I ordered it up on Prime Day. So I hadn't even taken it out of the box. They got home from their long vacation last night, and so she got it out of the box, and she and the great-grand are in there figuring it out. So I think they're having fun. Now they're having to take turns, and of course, you know, he's 7, and he's not really wanting to take the turns. But, you know, that's how that goes. So this is at a nice simmer. You know, I wondered if that might turn green. It's not, which is fine. And those leaves are staying together really good, so they'll be easy to get out. And I was kind of afraid I might have wished I had a strainer. And sometimes what I do is I take the other side of this and I flip it over, and then I do it this way. And then sometimes I get a little bit more juice like that. So I like to get all the juice I can from these. And it catches the seeds, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh my goodness. This is an exercise, Cheryl. My goodness, I am getting a workout. Yeah, I tell you, they are something, aren't they? Oh, right. Bev, I tell you what. So since some of them just got back last night, the granddaughter is in there. I haven't even seen her today yet, so I don't know how late she stayed up. And I know she loves limes. She loves using limes on like tacos and things like that. So I might as well cut these all because we're going to use all of them. So for half a cup of your simple syrup, we're going to use 6 limes. Now, goodness sakes, I hope it wasn't, you know, I hope they didn't use for their number of suggested limes. I hope they weren't using those tiny little key limes. If it is, but you know what? That's an easy fix. If it's too tart, all you gotta do is just add some more water, right? Okay. Building those hand muscles, no kidding. My drink building muscles. So just squeezing all these in. Now, you know, a lot of times you can use that, like the Limeade and the frozen concentrate of the Limeade, and that's pretty good. I remember one time watching Martha Stewart when she had that show, and I would catch it every once in a while, and she was making margaritas one day, and she told whoever was on the show, she goes, "This is going to be the best margarita you ever had." And so they kind of, you know, they were kind of teasing her, like, how would she know? And she goes, "Well, I'll tell you how I know, because we're using fresh lime juice." And she goes, "There is no better margarita than one made with fresh lime juice." And so they tested it, and they thought, yes, It was fabulous. Man, that one's not, some of these are kind of hard to get through. I maybe could go through at the end and even get a little bit more lime juice out, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. Oh, that was a juicy one. That was an easy one to squeeze. You know, and if you're just picking them up at the market at the day of, you're kind of at the mercy of whatever's available, right? Okay, I had a couple things I was thinking about making. Now, even though this is gonna be a mocktail, I'm gonna tell you how to easily turn it into a cocktail if that's what you would like to do. So this could be an easy recipe to kind of have in your recipe box. Who knew? This is my segment on squeezing limes. Welcome. Welcome to Christie's Squeezes Limes. Look, this is making quite a bit of juice, you guys. It might really need that simple syrup for this much lime. Oh, this is a hard one. Oh my goodness. That one is not very easy at all. And then the other one that I sliced, that I didn't roll around, we're gonna just cut circles of it for a garnish. Okay, our last one here. Okay, so tell me, what is like your favorite kind of cocktail or mocktail? I'm curious. All right, let me wipe off my hands. I'm gonna be sticky now. Okay, and then, yeah, I'm curious, what kind of ones do you like? Do you need some vice grips? Practically, those things were tight. Okay, so now I'm just gonna make some little circles like this for garnish. And you know, even if I would have cut it, or even if I would have rolled them around and softened it up, that would have been good for these as well. Those are pretty. Oh my goodness, I love lemons and limes. I'm always having just like water with lemon in it. It just makes it kind of refreshing, and it's a great thing to have like when I go out to eat. I'll do that too. I'm not paying their pricey prices for a beverage because I'm just like that. Let's turn this off. I don't know how to turn it off. Hopefully, oh, I know, a surefire way. I'm gonna unplug it. Okay, so we got that. Now, let's see. Okay, what's next? Take a breath. That's next. Okay, let's see. So I wanted to see what kinds of things. Hi, Lori. Hi, Stephanie. Yeah, we're making a blueberry basil limeade that you can easily turn into for a mocktail or a cocktail, either one. Rhonda, you like blueberry lemonade? Anything strawberry, right? Let's see. Let me scroll down here, see. Break time. I know. Whew. It's like in the middle of those workouts, you got to have a break, right? I guess that's what I'm doing. Okay, let's see how this is going. Now, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and scoop out the basil. I wish I had a fork for this part. Let's just pull it out of there. I think that's it. Yep. And I'm going to go ahead and, well, you know, I could just go ahead and put it into the lime juice. Let's just do that. That'll be a place to put it and help it cool off. You're supposed to let it have time to cool. I don't have time to let it cool, you guys. I wanted you to let it cool for about 4 hours. One thing says 4 hours or until ready to serve. And I laughed. I told my daughter, I go, okay, well, I'm going to be ready to serve. So how's that? Okay. And then we're going to add the water to this. And so for our simple syrup made with half a cup of sugar and half a cup of water, then our lime juice, we used 6 limes. And then for the water, we're gonna use 2 cups of water. Now to really help cool it down, what I have done, you guys, how many of you remember the old Jell-O trick where if you were really in a hurry, you would take that same amount of water that it called for and fill it with ice and water? Because when you fill it with ice and water, it's pretty much about the same amount of water because your ice is gonna melt, right, as it does. So I thought if I do this, it's probably going to help. Oh, I hope I can do this without splashing it. So there's our 2 cups. Okay. Now we'll see if that was a good idea. I probably can, as I feel the outside the bowl, tell how much it is cooling down. It's 4 hours, yeah. I guess that's to really make sure it cools down. Well, you know, and maybe they know from if you take something off and it's been boiling and you're gonna let it set and then cool, that's about how long it would take. You know, this is cooling down really nice like that. And I'm not even sure that that was hot enough. Maybe I should just put the water and ice into the simple syrup. Because we're gonna put ice in the glasses anyway. Let me see here. I saw a tiny piece of, I think I saw a tiny bit of a lime seed. You know, you might put this in something. Oh, I have a good idea. Okay, this. Okay, I'm gonna pour this into this bowl away from my laptop. I have so many dishes from this. And I'm gonna grab a little strainer. Now this way, as I strain this, it'll catch any little bits of the lemon seed as it goes through, right? How are we doing on time? Perfect. I think we're doing good on time. Okay, so now we want a glass. Oh, I should have gotten a straw. Make it pretty. My granddaughter told me I should have gotten some little umbrella drinks or umbrellas to go in here too, right? Let me grab a straw. Okay, so I've got a straw. So now I've got some blueberries. I even threw these blueberries in the freezer for a minute to make sure that they'd be cold and help cool that off. But that is cold now. That is icy cold. Okay, so now I'm gonna put some ice. Look at all these ways I have tried to dream up today to keep my ice cold so I didn't have to go back over to the refrigerator and get ice. So we put some ice in and grab some blueberries. These were already washed and I threw them back in here. So just pop in some blueberries, however many you want. This will be pretty. You know, a lot of things like this, it's just kind of what suits your fancy, right? Now probably as that melts down, they'll fall down in there. And then we're gonna add some basil. Oh, I left my basil out. It's starting to not look too garnishy like. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll do the best we can. It's not real attractive. Oh my goodness. Okay. And hey, if you didn't know, if you get some basil, a great way to store basil in the refrigerator is to put it, if you've got some with stems, and this is a great way if you grow it, take it and cut it with the stems and put it in water, and do like you would do cut fresh flowers. Cut the stems again and put it like you're, putting flowers in a vase with a little bit of water at the bottom. And then you put a Ziploc bag over the top, like a little tent. And then just stick, you don't close it all the way up. You just put it like that. Stick it in your refrigerator and it stays great. And we have done that with basil. We've done it with cilantro because we use a lot of both of those. And they work just wonderfully. Let's see. If it was half sugar and water, you should have used only 3 times. 3 times. I'm not sure what you mean. So the whole recipe was 1 cup of sugar and a cup of water to make the whole thing, and then 12 limes. So what I have used was half a cup of sugar, half a cup of water, 6 limes, okay, is what we used to, we squeezed 6 limes. So then this is our other one for our decoration. And we're just going to slice a little thing so it's got a pretty little thing. We can stick that on the side. And I'm going to go ahead, I threw some blueberries in, and now we'll go ahead and strain this in so it catches any seeds that might have been left. So we've got that basil infused, and then we threw in some basil, a couple of sprigs of basil into the simple syrup and simmered that for, I think it was supposed to be about 20 minutes. And so then we can stick this, oh, you know what? I'll tell you what would be pretty. Let's do this. Let's also stick some limes down inside. Because, part of this is about the presentation, right? Things that look pretty just look more appetizing. And then we got that, and then we put a little sprig of basil on. And I wish my basil was a little bit, it has kind of not turned so pretty now. And then we've got this. Now, if you wanted to make a true cocktail out of it, and this is for like a tall glass here, I put it in a tall glass. If you wanted to do that and make a true cocktail, you can either add like an ounce of vodka or gin to this. Both of those would go really well with this. And if you don't have one of the little fancy measurements for doing alcohol, 1 ounce is 2 tablespoons. And so if you wanted it a little bit stronger, you could go anywhere from 1 ounce to 2 ounces. And that might depend on how big your glass is too, right? And so, but it's fine just like this. Okay, let's try it out, you guys. All right, we'll see. Let's check it out. Okay. Now we'll see from Christy's face if it's too sour or too sweet. I think it's perfect. Yum. That turned out just right, you guys. So I used 6 big limes. Oh, that is wonderful. I love limeade anyway. You guys, it was a success. So my team got me ready at the last minute. Go team. We always need a team, right? I don't usually have so many team members here. So that worked out perfect. But oh my gosh, that is pretty. And look, just like I was saying, the blueberries are starting to fall down into the glass. But do you think that's pretty? I suppose you could probably, take another little, let me find one that's not so wilty looking. And it just has a real small hint of basil. But you could easily take your basil and stick a couple of sprigs down in there too. That'd be great. That'd be yummy. So you could have it kind of both ways. You could put more sprigs of, or more slices of lime in there to make it pretty. That is so sad. That is so sad. I just brought that home too. I don't think I stuck it in the refrigerator, and we're having another couple of hot Texas days down here, you guys. So thanks, Justin. I wish everybody was here and I would serve it to each of you. It's so wonderful. And I love having you guys come and visit in the kitchen while we whip something up. So this could be Southern hospitality, right? So I really appreciate you all coming in. Bev is up after me. Go back and watch everybody today. And everybody, you can see everybody. I should have said this earlier. Go, if you're not part of Crafters in the Kitchen, be sure and join Crafters in the Kitchen so that you can, watch everything. You can see everybody live, and all you have to do is refresh your browser between presentations, and then it's easy to find the replays too. So I can hardly wait to go back and see what everybody, I've only got to catch a couple of them today. And so I'm anxious to see what everybody else did. But how fun! Cocktails or mocktails was perfect. Perfect for this time of year, right? And so I am going to go over and let's check out what Bev is doing today. I'm sure she's going to have something yummy too. And, make it a great day, you guys. Don't forget to be kind to people. Give somebody a smile and make them feel noticed, because a lot of people feel like nobody notices them. So even a smile sometimes makes people feel, like they matter. We go along all the time and just kind of ignore all that's going on. So sometimes just a simple smile can be, a nice thing to do for somebody. And that's free, right? Totally free. You guys, I'm going to let you go. I think my time is just almost over. So cheers. Have a great day. Oh, now I can't reach over there. Bye.